Hello, thank you for watching this. Just want to say thank you and thank you for reading the website that I have put together. Hopefully, by the time that you read this page and watch the video and everything, you'll understand what I do and why I'm interested in helping you out and how I can help you get leads. So, there's a few things that I want to go over. This whole thing came about because I work with people, and the whole entire time they hire me, and the end result is they want leads. It's as simple as that. It doesn't take a genius. It takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of wisdom in doing it. And I do have technical background in marketing and graphics and designs, and I even went as far as to get a pilot's license to enhance my portfolio of things that I know how to do. All in all, I was tired of even working in the marketing departments for these companies. There were people that were constantly calling us and hassling us with, oh, you got to work on your SEO, which is something that I know how to do as well. We got to have a flashy website. You got to have your text campaigns or your video campaigns or your bomb or your stuff that you can send out to put you ahead of the pack and everything like that. And that's why these people hired me, because they didn't have the technical expertise in order to know how to do this, and I did. So they wanted me to work for them, and I ended up working for these companies. And long story short, I didn't want to have to do this for them anymore, because what I did was I came in, and I'm going to show this to you a little bit later, built these campaigns for them, built a few websites for them, built things that started generating leads for them. And then after I did that, it was a little bit of tit for tat, do this and that. Maybe I can start a viral campaign or something else in the office that they need help with. I was doing the truck designs for the trucks that ride down the road, and building videos to try and recruit more agents or more customers or more companies, or let people know exactly what they did. And really, I had, like I said, if you read this page over here, I was providing my services as a consultant. I was getting paid salary and doing a bunch of cheesy ads, campaigns, things that I didn't really want to work for. Everything that I had set up, it worked by itself. And it was a learning process for me and for them. I didn't really want to do that anymore. I still do that, and I help out, friends and local businesses and everything that want to get business and want to make their websites look nice, because everyone needs to make their website look nice. But, in the end, the moneymaker is leads. If you don't have leads, if you don't have customers, if you don't have people that know what you do, you're just sitting there, and you're not going to get anywhere in life. I'll show you a few samples of what I've done. Like I said, it doesn't work for every industry, because there's going to be industries that are so oversaturated. This is for the industry for everyday people that don't really know a lot about technology. Before you go wasting a whole bunch of money hiring someone that is going to work your marketing department and all this and all that, having a consultant that can help you with that is very good, and it helps. But let them do the marketing for your company. But having something separate that gets you leads is what's going to be the company that helps you maintain your business and get your business where it needs to go, because without the leads, without the customers, without the people, there's no money. So you're not even going to be able to pay these people. And it was true. All the other stuff that I did, it was let everyone look at us and see how cool it is. You don't need someone full-time to sit there and do that for you. I mean, if you need help on something, especially someone like me who is a very tech, type of person, it was great for that, because they needed help with anything from their flyers to the truck designs to their printer went out to they can't figure out how to get their cameras to work or their email to function properly or their phones, and they need someone to train their agents on the CRM platforms that they got. This is what I want to do for you, is I want to create leads. I want to do those things that I did for them, and in not even long periods of time, I learned a bunch of different industries, and I did everything from plumbing infrastructure companies, which was one of the more difficult ones, to phishing websites, to t-shirt sales, to restaurants even. I'll go ahead and show you exactly what I'm talking about. First off, this guy I knew, he owned a plumbing infrastructure company. The thing that I want to show you is this is him, and this is the article that they did on him in the industry magazine called Cleaner. And you can see here, just so you know that I'm not lying or anything, internet goals. As the company moved from networking to internet marketing, Santoni could not keep up with coding and website designs. Hiring me solved the problem. He added a second website, 5 blogs, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. None of that was really necessary. He also edits inspection cameras, videos, ads, posts, sounds. A lot of this was to build organic content because he wanted to show up organically as well. And all that long term helps you get leads, but in the short term, he wanted leads short term and long term. So that was a whole nother beast that he was trying to tackle. It says here, last July through September, Mark increased our internet-based service calls from 10 to 15 per month to 45 to 65 per month, and they're closing on 5 to 6 jobs a month. Now, mind you, what I said, this is not an ordinary plumbing job. This is 10 to 15 calls per month that he used to get on people that thought he was a plumber, and then he would have to go take that business to a plumbing company and try and share business with them, to 45 to 65 that he was able to get leads and sell those, not sell, but trade leads to them so that they would listen to him and he would be able to in turn explain to them what they did. And I also set calls, set appointments for them and everything, because I was in the office doing a bunch of stuff that I didn't really need to do. Potential clients captured, blah blah blah. It goes into talking more about the things that we were working on and everything. He's done the Smithsonian, the U.S. Capitol building, a whole bunch of high-profile jobs that he was able to get from this 65 to 45 to 65 per month, and that was in a time frame of 6 months. Now I'm going to go and show you. Here it is again with my contact information. Hiring me solved the problem, but long term, come to realize it's not necessarily that. I did a whole lot for his company. I helped him learn a whole lot, but he didn't actually need to keep me on for that whole entire time that I was working for him. I was doing this part time, and it worked out perfectly because he didn't hire me full time. I was just going in, helping him, and this was when I was learning about all the things that I could do, and I was glad that I was able to offer this to him. Here's some of the lead generation websites I did for some real estate offices. Here again, building this whole huge platform, this whole huge website that they paid me tons of money to build for them. And then here's another thing, built another website. This one got over 30,000 views a month on here. People were reading it, doing all that, and it was great, but it didn't have, it brought people to the website, it brought eyes to everything. But beyond this, only thing that brought them leads every day consistently was doing this lead generation setup that I became good at, targeting things for every single industry has a different niche and a different way that you can target leads for each type of company. And just doing this, it brings it so that you don't have to hire someone full time. You can just get someone like me to monitor the campaigns, make sure everything stays updated, and make sure everything works for you as an outside contractor. And as long as the leads come in, you're closing on leads and you're paying for it. It's paying for itself. Why do you want to stop doing it? These are some companies I work for in LA, some fishing companies, some more music people that were in San Diego. There's some fishing people in Southern California. There's the Dynamic Drain, another website that we did. Some gyms, dentists, the Hampton Coliseum. I did advertising for these people. They did flyers and everything. I've done business designs. This is just so you know that I'm not lying, I put this on here. This is a production summary report for one of the things. If you know a broker or anything like that, they can look up these reports on anybody. And I zoomed in on some of these so you can see the important parts. This was the year prior, before I started doing the initial campaigns because I built them a website. I did all this other flyers and marketing and blah blah, and then started telling them about, they need to do this lead generation where it's advertising their company the way it needs to be advertised. This is the year prior, it's 26, and then this is when we pulled the report. This was in 2016. So this stuff works because even after they had all the readers and the blogs and everything, it was the lead generation and the advertising campaigns that we built that helped them reach these numbers. And this is great. This is for just a 1 year period, and there's 63% more listings listing a house. They had 122, and then after we did all that, they had they had a 200 here. The same time, the year after, they had 2.7 million in listings that were ready to be sold. Down here at the bottom, this is the number that matters here. There's sales volume closed 60 million versus 83 million. Same year prior over here, they actually closed. This is money in the bank here. These are open transactions that haven't actually been closed yet. But over here, there's 1.2 million, and then that went up in just a period of a year. If they had just focused on just leads, put all the money that they spent on other things, because it wasn't just on me, they did a whole bunch of other things, then that could have been even more. But I wanted to show you that I'm not just somebody that's trying to take your money. I know what I'm doing. I've worked in a bunch of different industries. If you want to, even up to a large campaign, because it works. There's no doubt about it. It works. You can look at Google, you can look at Facebook, you can look at Instagram, you can look at other social networking sites. Knowing what I know and learning how to do it, I know that you don't need to hire someone full time. You can just bring someone on, and they'll generate leads for you. And that's pretty much all this is about, generating leads. I want it to be simple. I don't want to lie to you about doing all this other stuff. All the other stuff is important, don't get me wrong, if you don't have it, but it's not needed. You can do great business just running a few ads, and you don't even have a website. You don't need a website. Granted, it's good to have a place, it's like a business card. Websites are like virtual business cards for people nowadays. So if you have any questions, just email me, give me a call, and if you want to get started, let me know, and we'll get started building a campaign today. Thank you again for watching, and if you have something in mind, make sure you're ready to rock and roll, and let's help you get some business.